Hi, I'm Stephen Pruitt, Commissioner of Education for the Commonwealth of Kentucky, and welcome and thank you for what you do. We're going to talk a little bit about school breakfast today, but before we really get into that, I'd like to just say a couple of things. First of all, I can't speak to our folks without saying how much of an incredible job you folks do each and every day. And I know some of you are probably sitting there going, in fact, some of you have even picked up your phones at this point going, okay, well, now I've got to watch this video. Put the phone down for a minute and listen to me, because this is really important. And what's important is, I'm not just saying you guys do a good job because it's what's supposed to be. Kentucky is always in the top of the country with what we do around our school nutrition. The things that we do around school breakfast and providing for our kids is tremendous. And I would like you to know that for me, it's not about just serving food. And I get that, and I know that. You guys, you need to always remember that when you're serving these students, when you're taking care of these kids and meeting a fundamental need, it's not simply about putting food on a tray. It's actually about feeding their souls as much as their bellies. I know that even today, I still remember Dot Kenny, who was my school nutrition person when I was in elementary school. And she was such a wonderful, beautiful person. And she made me feel so special every day because she would put those extra tater tots on my plate. And then I figured out that she was giving extra tater tots to everybody, not just me, but it was because she cared about us. And so the work that you guys do is priceless for our kids. And please don't ever forget that. So in this day today, we're going to be together and we're going to talk about I Heart Kentucky Breakfast. We've brought some chefs together that are going to help walk you through how to make some incredible things. And we're going to really spend some time talking about how we ensure quality of food. And most of all, we know that the biggest part of that quality is the part that comes from your heart. The part that we know that you're giving up of your time to make sure that our kids are well taken care of. So thank you for what you do every day. I hope you have a great day, and I can't wait to come to one of your schools and sample our new breakfast sandwich. So have a great day, and thank you again.
I Heart Kentucky School Breakfast. Yay!
Hello, I'm Chef Mike.
And I'm Chef Judy.
And I'm Chef Brad.
We're with the Kentucky Department of Agriculture's Chef in Schools project, and it's our job to make things easier for you. Today we're going to show you how to produce a special sandwich, the I Heart Kentucky School Breakfast Sandwich, that uses fresh local ingredients to make a really tasty addition to your breakfast.
Let's get started. To begin, wash and rinse the vegetables for the pico de gallo. Next, dice the vegetables and combine them in a large mixing bowl. Green or red pepper could be substituted for the yellow pepper. Jalapeno could be added for some extra flavor, but be sure to finely mince so that the heat is evenly distributed throughout. The onion should be finely diced. White, yellow, or red onion could be used in this recipe. Quartering the tomatoes and removing the insides, including the seeds, will help there to be less juice and also less mess with the finished product. For the cilantro, a chiffonade or a fine cut is going to be the best choice. Lemon juice could be substituted for half of the lime juice for a different flavor combination. The citrus juices not only contribute to the flavor, but also help the vegetables stay fresh longer. Once all of the ingredients have been added, mix together and store covered in the refrigerator until ready to be used. The pico de gallo is a colorful and flavorful part of this recipe. Just look at that color. Next, let's prepare the turkey sausage. This recipe uses ground turkey along with pork sausage for a more acceptable flavor and texture. Once the turkey and pork have been combined, add all of the spices and thoroughly incorporate into the meat. Next, you want to spray the bottom of a full-size steam table pan with non-stick cooking spray and place the turkey sausage into the pan. Pat the meat down into a thin layer to ensure even cooking. Place in a preheated 350-degree oven. Bake for 30 minutes, stirring mixture and breaking lumps every 10 minutes until it reaches the internal temperature of 175 degrees. Once finished, remove from the oven and drain off excess juices. Using a spatula and your hands, break apart the turkey sausage and crumble into bite-sized pieces. Spray the bottom of another full-size steam table pan with non-stick cooking spray and transfer the turkey sausage into the other prepared pan. Once all has been transferred, evenly spread into the bottom of the pan. Next, pour the liquid egg mixture into the pan over the turkey sausage and spread evenly. Place the pan into a preheated 350-degree oven and bake for approximately 12 to 15 minutes or until the middle is set. While the egg is in the oven, prepare the English muffins. Place sliced muffins on full-size sheet pan. Place one slice of cheese on top of each of the muffin halves. When finished baking, remove the eggs from the oven and allow to rest for 5 minutes before cutting. Cut the eggs into 24 equal pieces. Place one piece of egg on the top of each English muffin half. If serving with pico de gallo on the sandwich, sprinkle shredded cheese on top to hold the pico in place. Return the sandwiches back to the oven for 1 to 2 minutes until the cheese is melted. Remember to serve with a half cup fruit or vegetable to credit as a reimbursable meal.
And the I Heart Kentucky School sandwich.
Delicious.
That's good.
That is good.
Show your love of school breakfast by making this simple recipe. Share a picture of your sandwich on Facebook or Twitter using the hashtag #IHeartKentuckySchoolBreakfast and tagging @Kentucky Department of Ed. With easy recipes like this and a welcoming cafeteria atmosphere, it's no wonder Kentucky loves school breakfast.